Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, Accra Animal Rescue stops by with an adoptable pup looking for a forever home. And we uncork some wine from Josh Sellers for Daytime Corks and Spirits. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Joining me now is Sue from Akron Canine Rescue Angels. Hi, Sue. Thanks for coming in.
Good. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us who you have today.
So we have Edison. So there's a little story behind Edison. He actually came to the City of Buffalo Animal Shelter as a stray, which many dogs do. So we figured out after a while that he is deaf. So it sometimes is not uncommon for white dogs with blue eyes to be deaf. And we go through a process to figure this out, and he is very young, so he's only like 6 months old. And as you see, I can't really verbalize with him what to do, so it's a lot of body language, it's a lot of touching, a lot of different things to train a deaf dog. So sitting at the shelter is not ideal for many dogs, but especially a dog who needs a little extensive training. Mm-hmm. So the Accra said, let's take him in, let's foster him. The president and vice president actually volunteer at the shelter, Crystal and Suzanne, and so they said, let's bring him into our rescue, get him into a foster home, and let's work with him.
Yes, so he's currently in a foster home, but we're really looking for his forever home.
Yes.
But like you said, he needs a little extra loving. Mm-hmm. So talk about the type of family or the type of home that would be the right fit for Edison.
Well, first of all, patience is key. Again, you can't do a lot of verbal, so you have to learn how to translate with him with body language or different cues. So hand cues are really great, which is what the foster home is working with. We do that with our own dogs, even dogs that hear. You do with body cues and hand language. Vibration, collar training also has been known to really work well too. Just different ways like that help a dog. Many dogs like this, if they can learn from other dogs in the house, which he is very dog friendly, so they can take off cues like that. But you just have to know certain things, like startling them. Sometimes approaching them from the front so they see you is a really good way. You don't want to scare them. They tend to, their other senses kick in because, you know, they're deaf, so other senses kick in. So you have to also watch them and see what works for them. Mm-hmm. And then you work with that. It's really pretty amazing and very rewarding.
Yeah, and you know what, like you said, it is really not too far off from training a hearing dog. Let's talk about Accra and all that you guys do, because this is actually a volunteer organization. Right?
It is. It's volunteer run, and it is very small. And sometimes the smaller organizations get overlooked because there's so many big organizations. But the organizations like this, the smaller ones, are the ones that step in and take dogs in. So we're always looking for volunteers, donations, foster homes, anything to help make these dogs a story for success.
Yes. And what is the process like if someone's looking to volunteer?
They can go online to the website, which I'm assuming you guys will post, because right now he's being a little mischievous. But, you know, you can apply, and then they just do a nice little interview with you, make sure that you're able to do to be part of the program. And a meet and greet is always necessary, especially if you're going to foster and there's other animals in the home. Good boy. So, it's very, like I said, it is a very, very rewarding, and the smaller organizations absolutely need help. And they pull a lot from the City of Buffalo Animal Shelter, and I've been a long-time volunteer there as well, and there's dogs coming in all the time. Mm-hmm. So when other organizations step in and take dogs from the shelter, it actually helps the shelter. It's just a win-win situation all the way around.
And I'm sure that they're going to provide the help and resources with adopting a dog like Edison.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very dedicated. I will tell you, volunteers become very dedicated, and they're always there to support fosters or adopted people. There's tons of resources and lots of help out there. So
nice. So do you think someone maybe a little bit younger that has a little bit of time would be a good fit for Edison?
You know what? I think it's whoever is willing to take the time to learn how to do the right. Oh, one of his treats went over. To take the time to just work with him. You know, sometimes you realize, like, they don't know that they have this disability, so they just carry on with their life, and you just have to take the time to know them. And we've had many deaf dogs that have gone into wonderful homes who have just taken the time to work with them or learn what's the best way to work with them is.
And by the way, how old do you guys think he is?
He's about 6 months.
Okay, he's a puppy. He's just a baby.
So all I have to say is what you're seeing right now is very puppy-like.
Yeah.
And, you know, and again, being in a new environment, he's handling a new environment well. There's a lot of things around here. So, you know, dogs do cue in on that. And so he's actually doing fantastic for a young guy.
So. There's a lot of people in the studio. And
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, he's more focused in on the treats right now.
Yeah. And about how much does he weigh?
Well, you know, I'm going to say maybe about 25 pounds or so, but don't forget, he is going to grow.
Yeah. He might be a big boy. He's got some
might
big
get bigger.
paws.
And also, if they get the right exercise, they get a little bit more muscular, a little more, I mean, it's going to happen, especially if they're in a great home. But we always say to monitor certain dogs' weights because they're much healthier if they do the right as far as, you know, their weight.
Walking and
yes,
yeah.
and exercise and all that. So.
Alrighty, all good stuff. Well, we're looking for Edison's Forever Home. So if you would like to give Edison his Forever Home, email rescuedangels2@gmail.com for an application and head over to their website, akroncaninerescuedangels.org for more information and available dogs. Thanks again for coming in, Sue.
Thank you very much.